Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into one of the most important topics for any developer building for the web right now: how to create these incredible new AI-powered apps and, how to secure them so things don't go horribly wrong.
Yeah, the game has totally changed. Like Sean says here, user expectations are just different now. People expect dynamic, smart experiences. A static site is starting to feel ancient, like a flip phone in an iPhone world. AI isn't just some gimmick anymore. It's the new benchmark.
And that leads us to the big question, right? It's one thing to build a really cool AI feature that wows your users. It's a completely different ballgame to build it in a way that doesn't leak your secret keys, rack up a massive bill, or just open the floodgates for abuse. And that's the core challenge we're going to break down. Okay, to make this super concrete, let's actually walk through a real-world example. We're going to build an AI feature that generates product descriptions for an e-commerce site. It's a perfect way to see both the magic of AI and, well, the hidden dangers.
So, the whole process really boils down to just a few key steps. First, you've got to get your API key from a provider, like Anthropic or OpenAI. Then, and this is crucial, you store that key securely. Finally, you build the logic on the back end in a serverless function, and you have your front end call that function.
Now this, right here, is the secret sauce. This is the heart of doing it right. The serverless function, which is just code running on a server and not in the user's browser, is where you access that API key. It's pulling it safely from the server's environment. And what that means is the key never, ever, ever gets sent to the user's computer. And what you do on the front end is just as critical. Check out this fetch call. See what it's not doing? It's not calling Anthropic's API or OpenAI's API directly. Nope. It's calling our own little endpoint, the serverless function we just made. This one little change is pretty much the foundation of a secure setup. And boom, look at the result. It's awesome, right? You give it a simple product title, and the AI spits out this rich, well-written description that's ready to go. This is that magic I was talking about. We built something super useful in just a few lines of code. But, and there's always a but, isn't there? This is where we get to the really, really important part of our little explainer today: the hidden security risk. Because getting this wrong is how you end up with stolen keys, a bill for thousands of dollars, and a very bad day. It's a mistake that's shockingly easy to make, and it can be absolutely devastating.
So you're probably thinking, wait a minute, why all this hassle with a backend function? Seems way easier to just drop the API key in my JavaScript and call the AI directly from the browser. I mean, it would work, right? And the answer is, yes, it would work. And it would be a catastrophic mistake. This really lays it all out side by side. If you put that key in your front-end code, it's just there. It's public. Anyone with a web browser can pop open the DevTools, find your key, and start using it for their own projects on your dime. The only safe way is to proxy your calls through a backend. The key stays hidden on your server, and you're in complete control. All right, enough of the scary stuff. We know what not to do. Let's focus on the right way, so you can build all this cool AI stuff with total confidence. It really comes down to just a handful of essential best practices. Think of this as your security checklist. You absolutely have to use environment variables for your secrets. You should add rate limits so one person can't spam your function and run up your bill. Never, and I mean never, commit API keys to your Git repository. And this last one is subtle but so important. Treat anything an AI gives you back as potentially unsafe, just like you would with any user input. And hey, if you're not totally sure what an environment variable is, no worries. Let's break it down real quick. Just think of it like a sticky note that lives on your hosting platform, not inside your code. Your code can read what's on the sticky note when it runs, but the note itself never gets saved into your GitHub repo. It is the gold standard for handling secrets. But here's the really cool part. Modern platforms are actually making this even simpler. With a tool like Netlify's AI Gateway, you don't even have to mess with environment variables in your code. Look at this snippet. You just create the client, and that's it. The platform securely injects the credentials for you behind the scenes. It basically handles the security for you. And this isn't just a one-off thing. We're seeing this pattern pop up everywhere in the modern web stack. Take Supabase Edge functions, for instance. If your function needs a user to be logged in, Supabase automatically checks their token for you. You don't have to write all that complex fiddly auth logic yourself. The platform does the heavy lifting, making sure only valid users can get through. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here. Building and securing, it's not something you just do once. It's a continuous cycle, and AI is hitting the gas on every single part of it. This is the world we live in now. It's a loop. We create, often with AI helping us write code. We deploy it instantly. We run it and see how it performs. And we have to secure it constantly. AI has put the create phase on hyperdrive, which means our deployment, our operations, and especially our security have to be just as fast and automated to have any hope of keeping up.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Writing code has gone from taking hours to taking seconds. We are building and shipping faster than we ever have in the history of software. The real question is your approach to security evolving just as fast? Because in this new AI-powered world, it absolutely has to.